I've been working on a series of poems from the Shemona Esrei, the silent prayer that we choose, well, some of us anyway, say 3 times a day, because I felt that some of the blessings need a little bit of update. So here's my benediction for Jerusalem. Blessing 14, for the rebuilding of Jerusalem. Return in mercy to Jerusalem, your city, and dwell therein as you have promised. When I was little, we used to drive the back roads of Jerusalem, down and around the old city walls. There were no tunnels. We drove by churches, and I christened them Cinderella's Castle, Sleeping Beauty's Palace. And my parents didn't have the heart to tell me that I was talking about Gethsemane. Mark 14:32, the scene of the agony, the arrest of Jesus, and the Church of St. Mary of Magdalene preserving the relics of 2 holy martyrs of Russia, thrown into prison during the Bolshevik Revolution of 1917. For me, it was only ecstasy. The fantastic imaginings of a 6-year-old in Jerusalem. And so while they say that Jerusalem has 70 names, I think I found 71, and mercy isn't one of them, Lord. You promised you would live here? Well, hell. Which fancy uninhabited apartment building do you call home? Or do you live in the gutter? While the rest of us are looking at the shooting stars, the bullets and rockets and rainstorms that light up the night. When I was 14, Jerusalem was sin. You see, now we have Cinema City. But then, there was just this old movie theater down behind Zion Square, and I used to make out there in the back row with this guy, Ito, who had roaming hands and sweaty adolescent fingers. And I could name every street corner of the city for a piercing. Ears, nose, ears again, nose. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Here is where I threw up. There is where he held my hair. And that corner, that's where we bought the good stuff. And smoke, yes, right there, in the Rose Garden, the Russian compound, Kikar Chatulot, the old train tracks, and Zion Square, where we rode the Underground Express. Every park bench has a name. I christened them Ito, Yair, John, Yaron, Toner, Ben, Dave, Yochai. Now that's archaeology. In the city, we build in our minds, with our hands and sweaty bodies, a city in which we fight and fuck and pray, oh Lord, speedily establish therein the throne of David, your servant, and rebuild it soon in our days as an everlasting edifice. But nothing's everlasting. David knew that better than any of us. Remember Bathsheba on that rooftop and how she sat on David's lap? It wasn't the throne then that was everlasting. I mean, there's a reason they call it the Temple Mount. Jerusalem's a city of wet dreams. Cobblestones slip with sweat and tears. The whore of Babylon, oh yeah, she sits and weeps because everyone wants Jerusalem, not her. Blessed are you, Lord, who rebuilds Jerusalem. Because it's all about the base of the stones and the memories of the people who live here now. That's what's going to bring Messiah. That's what's going to build the final temple. People, hands, fingers, sweat, blood, cum, tears. When I was 20, Jerusalem was pain. I could name street corners for bombings. Sparrow, Bus 18, Machane Yehuda, French Hill, Center 1, Jaffa Road, Ben Yehuda, Hanevi'im, the Russian compound at Somet Pat. I remember getting on a bus and rushing home from the Gush because something wasn't right. I felt it in the air. The city was on fire. Our people burned. And I gave birth in pain to children who rocketed their ways out of my womb in pain and blood. And let me tell you, those pangs, Messiah's got nothing on me. O captain, my captain, speedily cause the sign of David, your servant, to flourish and increase his power. By your salvation, we hope for your salvation every day, but I don't wait for it anymore. The people of the city are its salvation. Jerusalem is about what happens in Jerusalem. It's not a castle in a cloud. It's not a dream deferred. It's not a prayer of next year in Jerusalem and next year and next year and next year and next year and next. Don't talk to me about salvation when there's always a weapon of choice: knife, nigun, or nargila, gun, grace, or gar'in, bulldozer, benediction, or bamba, Molotov cocktail, minion, or maklube, catechism, or krembo. Pick your prayer. Choose your poison. Because whether you butter your bread with shachar or hummus, with schug or gabina levana, the people in this city if people in this city can't fucking afford to buy bread, there ain't gonna be any salvation. There ain't going to be peace if we spend more money on war than we do on fighting injustice. Blessed are you, Lord, who causes the power of salvation to flourish. Amen.
Amen.